flag on the play.
Yeah, yeah.
That's a flag on the play.
Yeah, yeah.
Flag on the play.
Hold up.
That's a flag.
On a chilly December afternoon, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Paul Brown Stadium in Cincinnati, Ohio. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Green Bay Packers and the Cincinnati Bengals. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
First carry for the former Oklahoma Sooner, Joe Mixon. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. He was a gain of 3, 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
On 2nd down, here's Mixon. And he'll get about 4 across the 30 to the 32 on the carry.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high power, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored. You give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout. And that means your offense has to keep pace.
It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. And now they will throw it with Burrow. Able to find Higgins. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. The end result, 21 yards.
That certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something to...
Packer pressure, and down he goes.
Oh, my goodness. Was that a defensive back that got to him with the pressure?
Oh, look at the former defensive back. You're all smiles up here.
I hope everybody can hear my smile on that play.
Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. That's complete to John Ross. And this is going to result in another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 24-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards.
1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Throwing now, Burrow on 1st down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
They go back to the ground now with Mixon. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
This one complete into the hands of Higgins. And the Bengals are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door. 1st and goal. They'll give it to Mixon. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Joe Mixon, his 25th touchdown, tying Emmitt Smith for the 5th most in one season. And the Bengals take it right down and score on the opening drive. Extra point right down the middle, and it's now a 7-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard
Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the pack up 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. Now they'll start with a quick throw complete out to the right. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
It's a gain of 5.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Packers.
Green Bay.
Aaron Jones with touchdown number 20 on the year, and the Packers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. What an excellent run, and from the beginning, the defense just looked a little fooled, a little out of position.
A little bit frozen, too, because when you hand the ball inside, you lose sight of it oftentimes as a defender, and your eyes naturally gravitate to the quarterback. And before they realized it, he was off and running through the thick of the line while the quarterback faked it and carried it outside.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And the magnitude of this game, everybody knows it. The fans, obviously the players and coaches, there's just with them a palpable buzz right now. They know they control their own destiny.
Win and you're in. And I think every player wants that. I think every coach wants that. I haven't been an organization yet that wants to be in a game where they have to rely on other teams to get them to their goals. In this situation, it's very cut and dry. Win, and you're in the playoffs. That's their mission. That's their challenge. And you know they've chosen to accept it.
And what they told us is this has been the most focused week of practice we've had all year. You wouldn't expect any different.
Yeah, and you know, at the beginning of the season, you have multiple goals. They just have one now, win the game.
They will throw on 1st down with Burrow. And he's got his man on the out route. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 12 more yards there and another 1st down. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. No gain on the screen there at 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 37, and his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
1st and 10.
Well, if you go by the numbers, you'll find as the temperature goes down, so does the passing efficiency. And now that we're in December, even the routine throws are going to be harder for the quarterbacks. And this one, it winds up getting picked off.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
34.
It's interesting because when I'm watching college football and I'm evaluating guys for the draft now, my list of fullbacks, pure fullbacks, it's a very short list. I'm probably evaluating more punters and kickers now than I am fullbacks. But it doesn't matter what you call the position, it's who you put there, and there we saw completion. Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
And he is going to have a Packers 1st down, at least at first glance, as he'll spot the football just beyond the marker. They find a way to convert on 3rd and inches. Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20.
Number 16.
That goes for a gain of 31.
And a Packer 1st down.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And this is caught at the 8. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. From 21 yards away. And the Packers have taken the lead. And there they got him the ball. Just get it to him, let him do the rest.
You know, he probably said that to his quarterback as he broke the huddle. I like the play call. Just get it to me. I'll take care of the rest of it.
Helping out his rack, right? RAC.
Run after catch, and he loves that, and he's going to carry that in at contract time.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula to get them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. They go play action with Burrow. Got a man open. It's Ross. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a Bengal first down, a pickup of 11.
At the 48-yard line.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Same exact result as last play, a pickup of 11.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
No gain on the play.
The free safety roaming all the way up to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
How about his ability to trust his eyes and figure out it was not a pass play and go fast towards the line of scrimmage in order to make that tackle.
On 2nd down now, Mixon. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
He was brought down at the
A lot of running backs, a little bit of a disadvantage when you start talking MVP. Might not be the case this year. You think he's got a shot, don't you?
I do. I think he's got more than a shot. But what he's going to need here down the stretch this late in the season, he needs that big closing game, that game that we're all going to reflect on and go, oh, my goodness, did he put up a number, let's say 200 plus?
And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. 4th down, so Zach Taylor sends out the field goal unit. On the left hash, this from 48 yards. And this one is right down the middle. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
Yeah, things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to their goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially. So a net gain of 1 there.
26-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Even though they might not find the number 1 seed next to their name come playoff time, there's not going to be very many teams, if any, entering the playoffs on the kind of run they're on. They're hot.
The ball carrier.
And I love that word, hot, because every team in the league wants to go into the playoffs on that uptick. Because a lot of the time you serve notice to the rest of the league that, hey, we're the team you need to deal with. We're the team that's going to be a real problem for you. And if they can continue this streak, they could very well be that team and gain that confidence that they're seeking as they head to the playoffs.
And confidence, that's the word I would use from our meetings with them. They said we're playing our best football right now. It is showing.
Love the idea, love the concept, but you got to leave a little room on the sideline so he can fade into it when he makes the catch. That was thrown too close to it for the receiver to make a play.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Working from the gun, Rodgers. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
To number 89.
Give him 15 there, and the Packers have a first.
First down, Green Bay.
Rodgers now on first down. Gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. We'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Throwing is Rodgers on third down. And that'll bring up fourth down as his Cincy defense stands up on third.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Just a 25-yard punt. Not what he was hoping for by any stretch. And the Bengals will have a 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And looking at this situation, Charles, you got more than a minute. You've got all 3 timeouts. Probably no need to play this safe.
So what you're saying is that we're doing a little bit of a mind meld here, aren't we? Because I'm thinking along the same lines as you. This amount of time, don't be compelled to play it too safe. This is a chance to get points on the board. Press it a little bit.
Especially since a touchdown here gets you the lead.
No coverage bust by the defense here. They did a nice job accounting for everybody, and that led to an incompletion.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he takes it down deep into Green Bay territory. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Joe Mixon, his 26th touchdown, drawing even with Marshall Faulk for the 4th most in a single season. And the Bengals are going to jump back in front. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 17-14. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will make it into the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. We're down 3 under a minute to go. How aggressive are you going to be in this spot?
Not as aggressive as I probably would want to be. only down 3. I mean, it might as well be even going into the half. That's not a deficit that makes me want to push it and potentially make a mistake in this situation and cost myself even more points.
But boy, getting into field goal range and tying it, that's tempting.
Awfully enticing. You almost talked me into it.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Rodgers. He's going to go up top again. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. He's picked off just shy of midfield. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 for Bengals TD.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Point after, right down the middle. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will make it into the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
26-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find...
It got his man complete. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1.
And the Packer first down.
Throwing on first down is Rodgers. Going right side here, and that's complete. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll try and run it in with Jones. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown. Aaron Jones in the final seconds of the first half. And the Packers have cut it back within a score.
It is good.
Extra point right down the middle. And that cuts the lead to 3, 24-21. So 6 seconds, all that remains of this first half as the kick is away. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
First and 10 at their own 36-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
24-yard line.
Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 at their own 24. And he'll begin the drive with a give to Jones. And he'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
Brought down.
Well, I think after that run, the defense is getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, How do we stop them? And do I have enough confidence to make a play?
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. From the gun, it's Rodgers. Being chased out left. And now he's going to use his legs. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. What can't Aaron Rodgers do? The leg work there, getting him the first.
First down, Green Bay.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now a first down carry by Jones. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They fake the give. Now Rodgers. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Mackenzie Alexander with a pick. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Joe Mixon with touchdown number 27. That ties Priest Holmes for the 3rd most in a single year. And the Bengals, they widen their lead. This offense, they were dynamic in the first half. The halftime break, that didn't slow them down at all. Big strike here in the 3rd quarter.
It's almost as if they were saying, it's not just our skill in the first half that's getting this done, it's confidence as well. And confidence has taken over this game in a big way. How about these strikes that we're seeing?
The extra point splits the uprights, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
23-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. On play action, now Rodgers. He's going to air one out. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. 39 yards there, a big one. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. Rodgers throwing quickly out wide. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Packers are back within a score. That, of course, all set up by the big run on the play prior. They took advantage right away with the touchdown throw.
And you mentioned advantage. Probably taking advantage of their natural instinct after that previous play to be aggressive and rush towards the line of scrimmage. And instead, they were vulnerable to the pass.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
25-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. And he's got a Bengals first down as the tackle made just shy of the 40. 7 yards there and a first down.
At the 39-yard line.
Right back to him on first down. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Now Burrow to throw on second down. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere.
Taken down right.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Third quarter action here, this regular season finale. This will be 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. John Ross with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Bengals add on to their lead. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Bengals 38. Packers.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this carries into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down.
First down.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. The left side completion to Jones.
Complete.
It'll be a gain of 6, and it'll bring up a second down. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down.
And this is caught inside the 5. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. A big play there with touchdown number 2 in the game and now 11 on the year. And the Packers have cut it back within a score. And he'll bang that one through.
Makes the score Bengals 38, Packers 35.
So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Again, it's Mixon, and he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
Burrow on third down. Going to throw right side here, complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Well, they only needed a small gain on third down. They end up getting over 30 yards. And they won't be able to run another play. Time has expired on this third quarter. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now it's Burrow. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 28. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow flushed out right. This one hauled in by Sample. A lot of effort there for just a 3-yard gain, and now 2nd down. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
They'll be brought down at the 21 after a pickup of 4. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
Once again, they run with Mixon. And he gets this down to the 18. Good enough for a 1st down. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there. And on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing in a situation when they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously. But at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
They'll keep it on the ground. Pickett. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves him with a 3rd and 3.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. From the gun on 3rd down is Burrow. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So decision time now, because a field goal keeps it a 1-score game. What are you thinking?
Well, I'm looking at the down and distance, and that's where the issue comes in. It's not short enough that it's a no-brainer and you go for it. You have to analyze this one, to me, You take the field goal, take the points. I don't think you want to risk coming away with nothing.
That's the score.
So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now. They feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters.
And Rodgers intercepted a third time. Mackenzie Alexander with a pick. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10 at the
34-yard line.
They'll run on 1st down. Pickett, and he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
57's the mic. Watch 57.
On 2nd down, here's the option. A quick throw by Burrow is complete. They find some open field here. And now off to the races down the right side. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. A big play there with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Bengals are able to grow their lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
And this one's caught. And their 4th quarter lead grows by a couple more.
Bengals 49. Packers 35.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will make it into the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action.
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Under 4 to go now as they come up on 2nd down. To throw again. Rodgers. Escaping the pressure right. Making the catch is Sternberger. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Play action. Now it's Rodgers. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A really good pickup of 28 yards. On play action, it's Rodgers. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up, 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Rodgers under pressure, and he will go down. Sack back at the 38. Carl Lawson in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
3rd and long.
Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long. From the gun, Rodgers looking deep downfield. And that is incomplete.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with him.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. Into the red zone. It's Rodgers. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And that'll cut the lead down now to a touchdown.
Makes the score Bengals 49, Packers 42.
This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
2nd and 6 at the 29-yard line.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. And he'll be tackled at about the 35.
On the carry.
And this is an absolutely big 3rd down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Has to. You said big 3rd down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. So here we go, Charles, 3rd down. Any chance you're throwing?
I don't think so. I think you got to keep the clock rolling here.
And now whistles here and a flag down. Looked like someone got going a little early. And maybe they were coming with a blitz that time and it caused a jump.
I think if we saw it, you know that they saw it. Might have been a little discussion down there. Bad guys coming. Pick them up. Pick them up. And someone jumped.
It looks like the Packers have added an extra DB on 3rd down. And they, in fact, will throw it. Got a man. It's Ross. Complete. That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on 3rd. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Mixon with a first down carry. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Now the Packers going to burn their third and final timeout, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go. They will take the knee here, and they will finish this regular season with a victory. And that knee will do it. So they snap the losing streak. Always a good feeling.
Yeah, I don't know if this one right here, when they're taking a knee, is as much exultation as exhalation, right? They just breathe a sigh of relief. Finally got a win, needed one desperately.
Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Cincinnati, the win means they'll finish in double digits at 10-6. And that is maybe not exactly what they were hoping for, but a better than average season nonetheless. Meanwhile, for Green Bay, despite the loss here, they're going to wind up with a very good 11-5 overall mark. And as division champs, they will host a playoff game next week in the wild card round. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.